got NBA back. Basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's a single game return to Dallas as the Mavericks look for a boost from their hometown crowd. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago, and their biggest concern, of course, it's figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
Irving from long range. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Irving. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so here is Dallas. They trail by 3. There's a good screen. Here's Christie.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Can't hit from in close. Grimes with the bucket.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and can also beat you with the pass.
Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the rock. With those perfectly fitting role players.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on the season, and a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game. And that one drops for him. Irving's got 7.
Well, you've got to be conscious of where Irving is because he's consistent in getting the ball in the basket.
Pass to Embiid. The tray. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Left side, Davis. Puts it up from 15. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, I tell you what, Davis is at his best around the basket, but the mid-range shot is a big part of his game, too.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Offline with his three. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Irving. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
Grimes with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Lively. The kick out to Irving. Four on the clock. Second chance shot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Embiid. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And Davis, here we go. Out to Thompson. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Dallas.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
Here's Maxey. Hands it from downtown. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Pass to Yabusele. Here's Grimes. And Thompson sends it back.
So disruptive. Thompson's defensive instincts are off the charts.
From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
For 3, Edwards. The 76ers leading by 3. Pass to Embiid. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, DA, thanks. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
The Mavericks trailed by 6. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Oubre. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got his first 2 points. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams making substitutions here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. It's Edwards on the wing. Oubre outside. Great D that time from Edwards. Mavericks trailed by 4. There's the lob to the hoop. And Gafford throws it down.
Boy, really solid passer in his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Oubre on the wing. Back to Edwards. In the corner, it's Oubre. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Oladipo left side. Offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards with the stuff.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Kuzma. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Edwards drives in. Outside Jackson. A wide-open look here for Oladipo. And Gafford throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
It's Drummond, high post. Here's McCain. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Oladipo. They'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a 5-point game. Here's Gafford. Clock at 6. And here's Edwards from the arc. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
It's Drummond, top of the key. Here's McCain. And again, it's Philadelphia.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
52 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's McCain. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul him.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Here's McCain. He's got 7. 5 on the clock. Edwards can't hit. The Mavericks trailing. And here's Kuzma. No good. That would have tied it. Here's McCain. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. 76ers lead by 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
76ers foul.
Dallas making a switch here. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
The tie, and the layup is up and in. Irving's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Dallas.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Now here's Irving. He's got 14. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries.
You will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
Now Irving. High post, Davis. And the shot is long.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Kicks it out to Maxey. Pass to Yabusele. George looking around. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Right side Irving. Pass to Lively. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Embiid with the steal. Left side Maxey. Embiid inside. Great D that time from Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Always among the league leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off for Bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most things can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And Philadelphia making a change here. And the first one drops. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Outside Irving. Pass to Christie. Knocked away. And stolen by Maxey. Here's George. And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for George.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition, times it perfectly, and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Davis gets a wide open look. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Maxey into the lane. We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
So both teams changing it up here. Maxey hits them both. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Pass to Drummond. Here's George. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls.
Dallas making a switch here. And both free throws good for Paul George. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
The 76ers leading by 5. And it's George missing. Pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now, here's Thompson. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Few players get more dunks than Drummond. He's a center who plays like a traditional center, looking to throw it down every chance he gets.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Davis in the corner. In the corner, it's Gafford. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Gafford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Simply found the open man there because he read the defense. Well done by Davis.
Here's Maxey. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Thompson. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. The 76ers making a switch here.
Three shots.
And he hits the first of 3. No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. And so it's Philadelphia headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got
76ers, 54.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Walker with it. Pass to Maxey. It's stolen by Edwards. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jackson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Leading by 5. Hits it from 3-point range.
3 points.
When Maxey is clicking on all cylinders, he is a tough guy to slow down.
Now, here is Irving. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Walker with it. Picked up by Thompson. Oubre, no one around him. A Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here are the Mavericks now. Thompson for three. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 8. Drives to the hoop. It's blocked.
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on him.
Irving surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Thompson from downtown. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Maxey, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of him. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Stolen by Thompson. Goes up. Clay caps off the break well.
And out in the open court, Clay completes the break. Fearless finisher.
Pass to Embiid. Tries the spin move. Let's go. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Davis missing. The 76ers lead. Here's McCain. And Davis sends it back.
Got to be careful putting up a shot around Anthony Davis.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Poised under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. To end the cold streak, pass the Yabusele. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
So Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
Irving with a clean look. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Outside Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis.
Quick-footed, creative Maxey. So much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
Maxey hits them both.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
On the wing, Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Here's Maxey. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Over Embiid. Second chance effort. Outside for Jackson. Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. It drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
On the wing, Davis. From past the arc. Got it! A cold-blooded buzzer beater!
Clutch, much in the front. Woo-hoo! How about that? Woo! Yeah! Down he goes.
I'm not in a mood, cause my flight delayed. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my DJ paid. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pray. Why is my man wearing a Jesus piece? How does she squeeze in them jeans? Petitest waist, take time with it. We don't beef nobody like GBK. Woke up on the wrong side of bed, so he's gonna get. If I don't have my peace today, I love my young boy, I won't lead him straight. I'm stuck to little bro like PVA. Paid already, I don't need no hit song. We don't need ID, little bro 17 in the club, he ain't scrolling TikTok. F's just saw him up. Which one, who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I shoot my shot, matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright, we could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the versions, the bribes, I'm really a threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Bro, do it for some shoes and some clothes. You'll see what it'll do for a necklace. Right truck look like a spider. It's crawling $1 on just the accessories. She made me wanna go harder. I like a whole aura. I think I'm obsessed with her. Birthday, the worst way. He had a wish. I get right under their skin. I don't even try. I guess I can't help. I'ma have love for bro for life. We talk or not, I step with. Of course you could beat me at talking. Ain't no back and forth until we catch up with him. And making the opposite mad, I didn't fall in love with it. You can't sell fish with a cute one. Bank account look good, it's a new one. You the type like the type on computers. Got a mask, but he ain't no. Top 10, but she don't act bougie. Me and your friends, you can go to Aruba. Get friends, it depend on my mood. Maybach van, this ain't no Uber.
We could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M. Mama got a body like Kim and them. Mama been killing that gym. We can go watch from chain to chain, the rings, I'm him. I done got rich, but I'm still with land in London and go to the ends.
We could go ban for ban.
We can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I I got the 90 the years, the version, the bribes, I'm really a threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what good karma is. Okay, like Kalani is. Ride you like Kalani is. Okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Baby, I'm serious too. They can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what good karma is. Okay, like Kalani is. Ride you like Kalani is. Okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, Baby, let's make a movie. Come with me, know that I'm choosy. I need you to back it up. That ain't fast enough. You know I'm man enough. And I don't play about it. You know that I'm about it. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what good karma is. Okay, like Kalani is. Ride you like Kalani is. Okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire,
Now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. Feel real good right now. Feel real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You never can lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. Now go and take a number. It's real hot to bitch like I'm in the yellow Hummer. Got you breathing heavy like you was a runner. Chilling with my crew, we gon' do it till the sun up. Yeah. 90s baby, I grew up on driving. A little bit of daylight when the feeling come alive. It's like engine number 9, take it back this time. Let it clear your mind, rewind. Yeah, it's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah, it's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah, now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. I'm being real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Come on, baby, I'm all in my zone. The way that I'm rocking, you know that it's on. Last record was truly imperial. Back in the lab, making new material. Eating rappers for breakfast, I was skipping the cereal. Where I made it from, it's like quite the miracle. But I don't take nothing for granted. I would keep y'all dancing for a decade down. Now we landed. It's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah, it's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah, now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. All I wanna say, I just wanna do my thing and have myself a nice thing. Right. I'm feeling pretty good. I think so, man. All I wanna say, I just wanna do my thing and have myself a nice thing. Oh, yeah. Now go and turn me loose. Now getting in my groove. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Hit it.
my childhood dreams. Who could imagine this? I know what it's like to be broke, so I'ma cherish this. Born king, hustler, soul running through my heritage. Broken bummy, man, sometimes it was embarrassing. But held my honor, these walking around him meritless. That's why you only believe half of what these tell you. I knew my drive had to be stronger than my fear of failure. I knew my time was coming, getting banked, I'm like Azalea. I'm dressed in green to make the league, and I ain't talking Zelda. And as you grow, your hunger grows with it. And the gimmick, I just put my soul in it. And I can never trust these that's stuck in their ways. The rap game of flick, y'all ever knew these actors portrayed. But hey, one chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. I'm a go-getter, yeah, a code. I remember bank account really had no figures, now I'm chilling. Someplace where they ain't got no winter in a villa. Waiting for the fall like they was yelling timber. Flow colder than winters be in Chicago. I've always had the vision, I see it with my eyes closed. Ain't grew up, I ain't got no phony bravado. Only time I clap that, they was yelling bravo. Yo, I grew up in the home, but that's the perfect role model. So I do it in the song, cause some of these things I hold bottle. Knew I couldn't do it alone, but some of these things I won't follow. So I prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle. There was no love for me, I was up and coming. I faced doubts and had worries, but I wasn't busted. Look, they tried to steal my glory, say it wasn't nothing. But God's the author of my story, not the play. One chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. Now I ain't saying money is everything. It sure make things a lot more convenient for real.
DJ, bomb them, never stop. I'm on the go. I know, you know. God know. I'm on the go. But bad man I try to stop me though. I know, I'm on the go. Yeah, told me all coming up off the show. Yeah. I'm so special. So special. That's why boy, I pray me for girl and them want chase like petal. Thank Jah. I'm so special. So special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy for no dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black but bullet red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. SSC a dirty heart you a got. From that seat, now them a say me mad. And each time I walk them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah. I'm so special. So special. That's why I'm them a pray for girl and them a chase like special. But I'm so special. So special. Tell them me no fear two-face expression. Like you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell the same thing. Jackie Stephen and the swine for. In pharmacy too much that them blind for. One plate of food them sell out mankind for. Yes, you have your answer with the bag of bad mind. Besides, tell them don't work so. Them want me shine for. Biggie them what them a mix me in a for. Are the same thing. Price him 9 for. Every dirty work Jah shall show them a sign for. Cause Jah make you special. And so special. That's why
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Last game for the Nets, a loss to the Charlotte Hornets. And they double up Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Embiid inside. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Garland, that's for 2. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And the 76ers with possession. Maxey looking it over. And that one drops for him. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
The 3 from Garland. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
Now he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Clowney. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Number 00, JaVale McGee.
Now, here's Garland. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Outside, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Garland. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
76ers moving the ball around. Embiid inside. Pass to Yabusele. Back to Embiid. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And Darius Garland has just grown so much, draws the contact right there.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
free throw's good from Garland. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Nobody near Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Pulls it up. Maxey, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
The assist goes to...
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 9.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Garland attacking. Outside Williams. Outside Jones. Nailed from three-point land. He has 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. And here's Garland for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And George with the stuff.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
Fix it out to Garland. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Garland's got 11.
Man, the triples keep falling. Guys, that's 3 in a row.
Several teams changing it up here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Oubre outside. Pass to Walker. Unloads from 13. Yep, that one goes in there.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Brown, good.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
He gets it up. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. Their team.
The Nets, 30.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Here's Edwards driving to the basket.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And here's Brown outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's McCain. Hasn't made one yet. Fires from deep. Rebounded by McGee. Nets leading by 8. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. To the middle. McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that one misses.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. The 76ers trailed by 9. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the paint. Pass to McCain. Shot, high post. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 11 points. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
That's Bruce Brown, just being aggressive on the drive. Put it on the deck and get to work.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Tyson. Nothing on the board. Pass to Prosper. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 8-point game. Now Drummond. Here's McCain. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The kick out to Walker. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Prosper. It's Brown on the wing. No good on the triple. The 76ers trailed by 6. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
And Johnson with the stuff.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
There's Brown with the 3. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
This guy is so consistent when he gets an opportunity from that corner 3-point. Go ahead, Bruce Brown.
Edwards with the screen. Here's McCain. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Come on, put your hands together one more time for your 76ers youth dance team.
And Brown drops them both. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And stolen by Maxey. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Looking to end the run. He lays it in. Maxey's got 14 points for the game.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Maxey on the wing. And he drives in. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For Brooklyn, they had shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
That's his first personal foul. Team is already in the penalty.
And he can't get the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. No good on the second free throw. The 76ers trailed by 11. Walker. Rebound by Williams.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Garland with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nets leading by 13. Williams for 3. Kicks it out to Garland. Edwards inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Edwards. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside, Jones. No good on the 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the basket by Edwards.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
So both teams making some changes here. And the Nets miss again.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Maxey hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Jones, no luck.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
At the top of the key, Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Six to shoot. Pass to Maxey. And they double up Maxey. The 76ers with another miss. Nets leading by 9. To the inside. Kicks it out to Jones. They get the rebound. Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Now Maxey. He's got 16.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Third team foul.
Here's Grimes. They trail by 9 points. And it's blocked. Outside Garland. Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Garland. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And that one's good, Maxey.
And Maxey wasting no time, clapping right back with his own triple.
Right side, Garland. Outside, Williams. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Maxey with it. He's got 19. Pass to Embiid. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Garland, no good. The 76ers trailed by 9. George, no good. Williams attacking. Pass to Baji. Jones for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Garland. The 76ers again can't hit it. Outside Williams. There's 1:54 left in the third. And here are the 76ers now. Down by 12. Here's George. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Garland with it. Maxey covering. Baji, no good. Stolen by Garland. And he dunks it down.
Wow, showing the ability to create for himself and others. Darius Garland, good court awareness.
Maxey into the lane. And slam dunk by Maxey.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
There's the pick. Maxey And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 10. Inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Baji. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And here are the Nets, leading by 12. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Now you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
Here's Maxey. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best productions. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's McCain. Edwards inside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Beyond the arc. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Prosper. The shot's good. Brown making the... play.
3-point.
And the Nets lead by 10.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And the layup falls. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Oh, good with the triple. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Coach is not happy with that 3-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thanks, David. Nets leading by 9. And Johnson with the stuff.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
The 76ers with another miss. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. There's Brown with the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. 11-point game. Over to the left wing. Outside Edwards. On the wing, Walker. Off target from three-point range. Here's Prosper. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Justin Edwards.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
But, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down by 12. Misses and the dry spell continues. Here's Prosper. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Johnson, a wide open look. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers trailed by 10. Here's Yabusele. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. And now Philadelphia on the break. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Pass to Tyson. It's Baji. 3 on the clock. The 3 from Johnson. Rebound by Joel Embiid. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Baji. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Grimes. No good from outside. Brooklyn with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jones for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Paint looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow